I wish I could see through your eyes so I would know what you really like to see. I wish I knew your wishes so I could give you everything you want. I wish I could dream the same dreams as you do and together we could make them come true. I wish I knew what makes you happy so that I could make you the happiest person in the whole world. And lastly, I wish I were a cell in your blood so that I could be sure I was somewhere in your heart forever. I love you, Pragya. So here is the thing. So let me talk a little bit about Rishi. So Rishi is kind of flirtier, kind of womanizer, kind of a smasher, kind of a girl boy who loves being with girls, enjoys a girl's company, and who enjoys loving them, who enjoys treating them badly, and who enjoys throwing them in the trash, in the garbage, and breaking their heart and throwing them in the garbage. Kind of like a bad person, bad high school boy, I should say. So he's this kind of person. He thinks love relationship and love relationship life is just a bullshit. It's nothing. It's temporary thing. It remains for a few days. It's nothing at all. He think in that way. So Rishi is kind of like bad person in the character. So he then takes everything simply. So I'm not sure. So what you think about this kind of person? Like I have watched a lot of movies or I have read some of the books, and every time we hear young teenagers saying love is kind of like a bullshit thing. Is not long lasting. It is not forever long lasting, or saying like I love you forever kind of thing. Is just like happen in the movie. This is how we imagine about the young teenagers, young boys and young girls, and this is how we imagine. And Rishi is that kind of person too. So in that sense, if you take him in a sense of teenagers, he is right. Love is temporary. Relationship is temporary. Life is impermanent. It just, now you're born, it goes for a few days and you become grown up man. You married, you love your burning life, burning teenager's life, burning your hard working life, but after a few years, 70, 60, you die. So it's like a temporary thing. But if you take in that sense, but you know what? Something really is wrong. Maybe like love sometimes is long lasting, love sometimes is forever. So we can't just judge by with something. So yeah. So here is the thing. So Rishi is kind of that kind of person. Rishi takes love, relationship, and life very, very simply. He thinks life is just a game. Love is just a game, or a relationship is just a game, or it's something like a fun things to do. If you don't have any game to play on mobile phone or iPad or somewhere else, play the love game, fall in love with some girls and enjoy that fucking life. This is how Rishi takes. And also at the same time, he thinks that love, relationship, and life is just a things to pass the time. This is how he think about love, guys. So you know what? I don't know how to say it. If you feel that this person a bad person, you can think that, but I'm not saying anything. So, but yeah, just let me tell you. Let me continue a little bit more. So yeah, here's the thing. So at the same time, there was a beautiful girls coming to that school, the school he is studying at. So this girl is a little bit alternative to Rishi. Of course she's so beautiful. Of course she's so cute. Of course she's so well educated, well learned, she's so amazing girl in a book. You can read if you want to know about her, how Rojak Bhatnagar is describing about her. I can't describe it. She is describing it so beautifully. The beautiful lips, the beautiful eye, the beautiful breast, the beautiful hips, the beautiful lamette, beautiful stomach. Oh my goodness, you need to learn about this girl's description in that book. And You can imagine a beautiful girl when you start reading this nice book, man. So yes, so she is so kind of, but yeah, at the same time, she's very much alternative to Rishi. Rishi is a kind of negative personality, like I said, flirtatious, womanizer, smasher kind of person. But you know, on anything differently about relationship. Let me tell you. Another says love is patient. When Rishi says love is bullshit. Another says love is patient. Love is kind. It does not believe in envy. It does not boast. It is not loud. It is not rude. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered, and it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil but rejoices with truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always preserves. Love never ever fails, guy. So this is how I know anything about relationship, love, relationship, and life. When which is very much alternative. So yeah, even though like you have ever heard, if you're living in a like Jay Shetty talking about three elements, like what is that called, element, environment and ambience, what is that, element, environment, ambience kind of thing. So just like this, so if you're living in a society that is in a society, some society, whether it is negative, whether it is positive, if you're living in a society that is positive, then you will design yourself in a positive way. If you're living in a society, a negative society, then you will design yourself in a negative way. So the same thing happened to Rishi. So after 2 3 weeks, they both of them, Ananya and Rishi, become very good friends. They start learning together. They start reading together. They start bunking the class, dumping the class, bunking the class, whatever you can say. They go to the movie. They go to top of the mountain and start talking about the life, write poem together, read novels, and learn psychology, learn philosophy, a whole kind of thing, because they enjoy they enjoy the what is that called, company of each other. They love being together. They share whatever they have. They share about love. They talk about life. They talk about relationships. Talk about every single thing in society, whole kind of thing. And this is how Rishi changed his whole perspective of love and relationship and life, because he is associated with the right person. And like I said, if you're in a positive society, you will design yourself like a positive person. If you're living in a negative society, you will design yourself in a negative way. So that is what happened to Rishi. So kind of finally, Rishi start falling in love with Ananya, and he always imagine, he sleep at night and he start thinking about Ananya, and he always think like she's the right person, she's the one I'm waiting for, she's the one I'm looking for, she's the one whom I'm going to love forever, ever and ever, and I'm going to tell her. But and then finally he goes to talk, he realized it. So he in Rochak Bhatnagar, he write like this. So he said, I realized it was her alone whom I loved. It was she whom I looked forward to meeting. It was her whom I thought and dreamed about. I cursed myself for not keeping in touch with her for one long year and thus wasting such a valuable time. So you guys, Rishi is going to going to say I love you to Ananya, because he likes her so much. He falls in love with her. He thinks she is the person whom he was waiting for, guys. Yeah. And then he so he says, he missed her. To my dismay, I discovered that every single thing began to make me miss her, whether it be rain or whether fragrance of wet sand or a song or a dream. I never really knew her. She was just another friend or another curse. But when I talked and got to know the other side, which was a pure as river, but I began to lose control on my heart. So he fell in love with her. So he says, I fall in love with her and decide never to lose her or let her go. I began to love her more than anything else in life. but I just did not know how to tell her this. So he's confused how to tell her. Neither did I know what to say to her, how to express my feelings for her, and how to convince her how much I love her. How could I tell her that I loved her more than the stars in the sky, more than the blades of grass, more than the leaves on the trees, more than the could ever gaze. After pondering for long, I decided to ask her out, but through a love letter. It took me 3 full days in writing what is given to us. So he's writing, so he's trying to express out his feelings, his love, his emotions, his attachment towards these girls through the old traditional way, like writing a email, writing a love letter. That was happening long time ago, but this is not happening now. Just like you can imagine now the way people do, like writing, typing on the computer, typing on the Facebook Messenger and saying I love you. You can tell like bunches of people like I love you. So this is how these days and age is happening. But long time people, my grandparents, my parents, and my uncles and aunts used to write a love letter, and this is how Rishi is going to express his feeling towards Ananya by writing an email. Oh my goodness, this is so sweet. And this is how he said. So he decided to propose her, guys. He said thoughts about you. So he writes very beautiful love letter for Ananya. He says, thoughts about you consume me from inside, making it impossible for me to keep away from you. Every second, every minute, every day, I keep thinking about you because I feel that with a pure heart like yours, you are the one that I have been looking for so far. Next thing so what he does, he write this letter and design a letter and put it into the envelope, and with the flower, rose flower, like that happened in the movie, and like slowly, gently he goes to her and give it to her and say, please go back your home and please read this. And after reading, Ananya says this to him. So do you think, guys, she's going to say him yes? I think you're thinking she's going to say yes, but now let's see what she says to her. Whatever I have heard about you is nothing good. So she's saying like, I have never heard anything about you good. Oh, that is so freaking savage. So it says, you are flirtatious, womanizer, or smasher kind of things. Oh, that is so savage. You don't respect girls. I'm fine to be friend. Holy cow. That is so savage. So she's saying to her like, you are flirtatious, womanizer, smasher, kind of dicky hate. Man, that was so savage. I wouldn't bear with this. But yeah, so this is how she replies. She says, you are a smasher. I never heard anything about you good thing. You are always talking about bad thing. You're not respecting women. You're not loving women. You think girls are just things to play, toys to play, or they are heartless boxers kind of thing. You can make it, you can smash it, you can trash in the garbage kind of thing. No, it doesn't happen in that way. Like even though it is a novel, but it is not even happening in real life too, guys. So this is how Ananya replied to him, like rejecting him, like we can be friends, but we can't love. So Rishi is kind of like shocked. So this is the first time he got rejected from the girls, girls, and he never get rejected. So everybody liked him because he's kind of handsome, kind of good looking, kind of rich personality in the novels. Everybody like it. Like he has a car, he's rich, he's handsome, everybody love him, he's very attractive, he's a talented, smart boy, smart ass. I should say whatever you can imagine, like I'm just saying it. So yeah, so this kind of person, and people love this kind of person, man. So, but you know, Ananas said like, no way, you're rich, that is for you. You're handsome, that is for you. You're rich, but no, I'm a different kind of person. This kind of like Ananas is like different, man. Sure. So yeah, so a month passed, like he's like totally sucked. He's so sad and he was bored. He disliked everything. He want when he does something he didn't like because he was enjoying Ananya's company. They loved each other being together, but suddenly it just happened. Ananya disappeared suddenly somewhere in this whole world, nowhere to see. So like at the same time, after like months and months passes, years and years passes, like so he joined to the university and he started learning at the university something like computing science or kind of thing. So he started learning in the university. So he was kind of talented person. So he joined for competition and he win several competition and he win several matches, and he was like a leader of the kind of university students leader kind of thing. So he just he just start his normal life, and he start living happy friends with lots of friends, enjoying the life the way he was enjoying before. So time passes, and you know, at the same time there was another lady coming to the university. She is beautiful, she's cute, she's nice, she's good looking, attractive, and she's good talking girls. She's so beautiful, but you know what, she's so, the whole around her face she's like full of fakes. Guys, you can't imagine a people. Some people laugh, some people smile, some people talk to you nicely, laugh together with you, share everything, tell everything about them to you. But you know, sometimes they are full of falsity. They are fake people. They are liars. So the girl next come to the school is a liar, but Rishi likes this girl. Rishi falls in love with this girl because Rishi think this is the girl again. Rishi is, oh my god, you can't imagine, man. Rishi is kind of womanizer, probably womanizer. You know, but you know, so like I said, but Pragya, this girl's name is Pragya. She is kind of liar. So she come to the university, or she come to Reese's life because she is bored. She's lonely. She's alone. She has nobody to talk. She has nobody to talk. Like hour at night on mobile phone conversation, the way she used to do it on her past life. So she was completely bored, horny, and you know, kind of thing. So she has nobody to talk, and she's coming to Rich's life because she is thinking, I can play the game with this motherfucker because this motherfucker play the game with girls. So this is how Pragya think about her, but Rishi think, wow, she's the girl. She's so cute. She's so good looking. She is nice talking girl, kind of thing. Like this is how things. So you know, like so what I will remind you a little bit philosophy here. So you know, they said to talk something about like don't, he says on his some one video I watched last time. So he says, don't fall in love with someone when you are bored, lonely, and alone, or you don't have anything to do, because you don't know the opposite may be taken seriously. Yes, guys, I believe that word. So, like, this is a philosophy for life, I'm saying. So, the same thing Pragya is doing here. She's coming to Rishi's life just to play the game. But Rishi is taking it seriously. Rishi is taking it seriously. Rishi is loving her seriously. Rishi is like buying this and that for her. Rishi is enjoying the company. Rishi is taking it very, very much seriously. He start designing the whole life planning, building a beautiful, doing a nice job, finding a nice job, doing a nice job, and building a nice life, nice house, and enjoying the complete beautiful house with one or two babies, or and like he's going to work and she's waiting at home cooking food. He's enjoying the whole dreaming life, my guys. But Pragya is playing the shitty games because she had a boyfriend the other side, but they, on a matter of course, or due to some reason, she had broken up with her boyfriend, and she didn't have, and she was lonely, she was bored, and came to Rishi's life and fall in love with this boy. But like how to say, like there's a saying in Nepalese, no matter how many years you put the dog's tail to straight it up, but put the stone top of the dog's tail to straighten up, but it is the same as well as always. So Pragya the same, like after 2 3 months, her boyfriend come back to her life, and she just like, okay, bye bye Rishi, and she goes to her boyfriend and fall in love, like start the normal life. So Rishi is like very saddened again, very worried again. He started hating everybody, he started drinking alcohol, he started smoking, he started going out, he walked all around the city alone, and like just like barking out, speaking alone, like talking alone, this old thing, he behave crazily. Uh, he doesn't enjoy education, like. So that is why Jay, I want to add again, Jay said this word. That is why Jay said it says, like, don't love someone when you are lonely, because you don't know that the opposite person is taking it seriously and making it like whole dreaming, and you don't know what that can affect to that person. So guys, this is the philosophy we can add from this story. So, but he was like very, very saddened. But again, the very, very nice turning point come to the story. So he says like, so one day after graduating university, he goes to the bar, to the club, to have a party with his friend. He's enjoying, he's drinking alcohol, dancing on the dance bar, dance floor, and he's singing song with friends. He's joking, laughing, he's smoking, enjoying the whole moment of life of that time. So then this happened, guys. People say is so so this thing happened, guys. So sometimes I guess you have heard people saying to you like, if one girlfriend or boyfriend dumps you, then another option is waiting for you. So why you're crying? If he is not loving you anymore, if he is breaking your heart, then there's another person waiting for you. But sometimes this doesn't work. Do you believe me, guys? Do you understand me? Like, sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it doesn't work completely. Like, no matter how much you try, like even you first fall in love with someone, and no matter how much you try to forget that person, no matter how much you try to think that person is not the person for you, but that person is for you, man. Because we can't change the reality. We can't change the nature. We can't change the truth. The truth always is truth. And the same thing happened to Ananya. And even though Ananya tries, no matter how much she tries to forget this Rishi, this womanizer, this flusteous bastard, but she can't forget him. He's always on her hate. He's always on her brain. He's always on her mind. He's always on her heart. Guys, she can't forget her. She wants her. She wants him. She wants him back to her life and enjoy the moment they used to enjoy. Enjoy the time they used to enjoy. Read books together, travel together, talk together, eat together, go to the mountain together, bunk the class together. She want again this life. After 4 years, she wanted back this. So she came for searching for this man, Rishi. And she met him finally at the bar, at the nightclub. And Rishi was completely drunk. He was completely unconscious, laying on the floor. And I took him at home. And took him to her house and cleaned his whole dirty mouth, dirty body, dirty face, and shower him and let him sleep. In the morning when Rishi wake up, he look all around he just shocked. He's surprised. Where was he? He couldn't imagine the new house, the new room, the new building. And then he started wondering, and at the same time Ananya come to the place smiling and he's shocked. What the? And Ananya narrated the whole story, and Rishi smiled and said sorry for being such a bastard, but he still loves her. So they fully love her. So here's the thing, guys. They fully love her. That's why the book name is like Love. Love happens only once, and the rest of the thing is just a life. So just like, so I will add some of the philosophy here. So like, guys, no matter how much you try to fall in love with many girls, you fall in love with this girl because she is so beautiful, you fall in love with that girl because she is so cute, you fall in love with this girl because she is so attractive, but the thing is like, this whole process of falling in love, being loved, or saying I love you, or talking, enjoying the moment, this is just a life process, life procedure. This is nothing else. No matter how much you try, your first love is always first love, and then the others are just a patches to who came to cure your wound. That is why, guys, if you are in love with someone else, if you are being loved with someone else, or if you have a girlfriend or boyfriend, please love her, love him unconditionally. This is how. So that's why I decided to talk about this book. So guys, this book is not just a novel to tell a story. This book is not just a story to tell. This book, there are so many things to talk about, so many things to learn about, so many philosophies to adapt with. So guys, if you want to enjoy, or if you want to know whole story from this book, please grab this book. This book is very easy to understand, simple English, easy to understand. You will understand the whole thing here. So please, guys, grab this book and try to understand, try to read it, and enjoy the whole story. So thank you guys for watching my video again, and I hope that you will subscribe my video for more videos in the future, and you will share with other people too, recommend other people too, and to let them know that Teacher Ram is going and doing lots of bunches of books, talks here, and then the story tellings here. So telling, share, and then subscribe again. So thank you guys again. I love you so much, and don't forget to read this book again and tell me your opinion down on the comment box. Like